All right, welcome back everybody to Entrepreneur TV Middle East, and with me I have Thomas and Alex, the co-founders of Crispmind. We have some very interesting soft notes in our hand and a very interesting company to interview, so please tell us about Crispmind, everything that we need to know.
Well, so the company started officially in 2019, but the actual behind the scenes software work or development started long before that. The initial concept is basically a blockchain, which ended up becoming, it still is the world's fastest blockchain, 3.5 million transactions per second. That was really the origins of it, but currently we've really come up with a solution to some of the global currency problems.
Challenges, yes.
Yeah. So Alex can probably tell you more about that.
All right, tell us more about the product.
Well, more about the product. You see, the problem is that the world is getting more and more increasingly polarized. On the right side, we have tightening up central bank policies. On the left side, we have Bitcoin and the likes of the Bitcoin, which presented completely new monetary position.
Very mystical world as well. Not many know much about it. We heard the phrases and we heard the terms, but we don't really know what it is about.
Exactly. And we came up with an idea to merge those two, to marry those two, and the idea behind this is to make money look good again. You see, we live in a world where money is bad. Money is associated with wars, money is associated with distress, with unrest in the world, poverty, wars, revolutions.
But also black markets, right? When you talk about cash.
Right. Yeah, cash and cryptocurrency, but the issue is what Alex is talking about is globally, right? So for example, if your economy becomes unstable, right, some of the solutions are print more money. Well, that causes hyperinflation, so that money's a bad thing.
Right.
And basically they are trying to solve their problem by creating another problem. And then when people can't have hyperinflation and food becomes scarce and costly, that's what causes revolutions in the long run, right? So the altruistic goal of SoftNotes is to solve that problem, right? The practical solution SoftNotes offers is the ability to use cryptocurrency to buy a cup of coffee.
So you're saying that this does not get influenced by inflation?
No, because it's not tied to anything. Right? So if, for example, you have a wallet of cryptocurrency, I don't care if you're holding Bitcoins or you're holding USDT in your wallet, and you want to pay for a cup of coffee, it's not cost effective. Because now you have to offline it, get the Bitcoin or the whatever the cryptocurrency is offline, right? And there's a transaction cost for that. What Alex, in essence, has created through SoftNotes is a wallet, and we're not transferring the cryptocurrency, we're transferring the entire wallet.
And so, sorry for being ignorant, but how is this being legalized now? How do you print it? How do you legalize it? How does that work, the process of it?
Great question. SoftNote is a transport layer, it's an off-ramp solution. I am not representing Bitcoin. I'm not making any claims about Bitcoin, neither am I making any claims about USDT. What am I doing as a computer program? I'm minting on a computer, using computer program and internet. I mint Bitcoin wallets with very high speed. Like I can mint, my program can mint 10 million Bitcoin wallets and turn every one of them into the web page and encrypt every one of them. And now it is your business as a consumer, as an end user, to fill it with liquidity, which means to actually deposit Bitcoin on that wallet, use it as a payment method, and then withdraw it from that wallet. So after all, the life cycle of a SoftNote is comprised of 4 stages. First one is mint. This one you create a physical entity, digital entity of a SoftNote. Second one is you fill it with liquidity provision. Second one is the actual life cycle of a SoftNote, which means I pay to you, you pay to me, you hand it over to me, I hand it over to you. And the fourth one is when I burn it. Burn it, it means I
destroy it.
Well, SoftNote doesn't get destroyed because it gets stored, it gets reused and gets stored in a pool, in a database, and the next person can
So it's like energy.
Cannot
get destroyed, it gets reused.
Fill with liquidity again. So those 4 phases, they represent the life cycle of a SoftNote, and it's a transport layer.
So, but what would you say are the main challenges that you're going to be facing trying to bring this to life?
Well, first of all, it already lives. Right? So the challenge we have is getting merchants to accept cryptocurrency.
Right.
It doesn't matter whether they're accepting our cryptocurrency or somebody else's. The difference in this particular solution is we're not. You asked about legality and the problems with it. Well, I'm not transferring an actual Bitcoin. I'm transferring the Bitcoin wallet. I'm transferring. So Bitcoin doesn't care. Right, exactly.
I'm transferring the ownership of the Bitcoin, particular Bitcoin wallet from person A to person B. You see?
Not the Bitcoin itself.
I see your point. But how do you see, how much potential does this region have when it comes to things like this?
It's limitless. It basically allows, so right now, it's cost prohibitive to transfer, to pay for a cup of coffee with a Bitcoin.
Right.
Because the cost of offloading it out of my wallet and changing it to a currency where somebody will accept, I have the transaction cost of the Bitcoin, everything else. So it costs me, say, $15 or more just to get $1 or $2 for coffee. But if I have a soft note, I'm transferring my I'm making wallet C.
You don't have to pay Bitcoin fee anymore.
You don't have to pay the fee.
Wait 10 minutes.
So our
so the future is here.
Right, the future is here.
It's here.
And then from an altruistic standpoint, it even potentially has the ability to solve some of the global currency problems related to like currencies that aren't necessarily performing well by merging. Again, you'd have to have licensing and authority from whatever government it is, but you could merge the failing currency with cryptocurrency with a stable USDT and mint a soft note from a wallet that contains those three things that's a combination and stabilize a currency, potentially.
Nigerian central banking system the next one to go, just about. And what's going to happen now, United States is going to have, or somebody's going to have to help them.
Right.
How they're going to help them?
U.S. is always there to save the day, so.
Always there to save everybody. But the problem is that the U.S. is going to have to print more dollars.
The usual chain of events.
To help Nigeria. So instead of, now we have this highly polarized world where we have Naira rapidly depreciating, U.S. dollars is stable, Bitcoin is very promising, promising asset, but volatile.
Right.
So, and the idea behind the soft note is to create to synthesize a hybrid monetary model, which is going to be comprised of minimum 3 assets: Nigerian naira, American dollar, and Bitcoin. And the Bitcoin. Now, in order to take Nigerian economy down, you're going to have to take down American dollar, which we know
won't happen.
Is an unlikely event to happen in the nearby future.
But now we don't. Now that's just
the predictions.
Well, that's hypothetical, right?
Yes.
So that would require the Nigerian government to get on board with the program. But it is a solution. And it's one solution for soft notes. So soft notes was originally created just to be the solution of paying for microtransactions with cryptocurrency. And listen, it does that.
I'm sure that there are these examples all over the world. It can be Nigeria, but it could also be anywhere else. It can be anywhere in the Middle East. It can be in Australia if needed.
Thank you very much. That's what I was going to actually. That's what I was going to.
You're adaptable to different scenarios worldwide.
Yeah, Nigeria is not the subject of our trial.
It's just a potential example of where you can.
Because we know what's going on there. We feel for them. We know how hard it is. We see how hard it is because we're in fintech. This is our world. We're fanatics, and we see what's going on, and we want to help them. And we just need to understand that what's going to be our first country.
Right. Well, listen, guys, it was an absolute pleasure speaking to you. Very interesting interview, and I wish you all the best.